Hey guys, Paul here. Welcome back to the channel. So today I have a brand new instrument cluster display from T-Lar to share with you. This is the high quality screen display, and in this video I'll show you what comes in the box and then step-by-step installation, and then we'll test it out and then see how this display will look in my Tesla Model Y. Now let's go. Let's see what comes in the box of this new instrument cluster display from T-Lar for Tesla Model 3 and Model Y. Here what came in the box. So this is the display itself. It's round and this bullet head shape. So this probably helps a lot with the airflow in front of the driver. So the airflow would go around the display easily. And underneath there are 3 plugs here. One is for data update. So this is for software update. This is the yellow plug which connects to this one with the USB plug. So you can plug in the software update to update the display. And the other 2, the black and red, are power and the data from the car. Let's see the wire harness first. So there are 2 different wire harness sets. One is for the older car that has Intel processor, but if your car is 2021 and newer, you should be able to use the one for AMD processor too. So the Intel will connect to the main MCU unit underneath the passenger glove box, which is really challenging to do. But the AMD versions connects to the side passenger door panel plug, which is the blue plug, and so you will get the data, which is the black one, from the blue plug on the side passenger, and power, which is the red plug right here. This will have to connect to the rear center console. I will show you later in the video of where we are connecting that to. So there will be 2 different locations to get power and data for this display. Alright, now we saw everything that came in the box. Let me show you where you can get this display from. You can get this new instrument cluster display from T-Lar or tlar.com. These displays are for Tesla Model 3 and Model Y. There are 2 different versions here. AMD version, which is for the car that's 2021 or newer. So if you are interested, you can use my special discount code TC for extra 25% off. Now let's continue with the video. Before we continue with the video, let me show you how you can make your older car as smart as Tesla by using Dimo app and Dimo Device. So here what came in the package: the Dimo Device itself, and OBD adapter, cable, and the double-sided tape, Velcro, so you can attach this to your car. So make sure the car that you are using with the device is 2008 year model and newer. So today we are testing with 2015 Subaru Forester. Let's go test it out. Okay, first you need to download the Dimo app. After that, you just follow all the instructions until you get to this page and just select use the hardware. Then just locate the OBD plug. Now use the adapter cable that came with it and plug it in. Next, just use your phone from the app and then scan the barcode. Before you start the car, make sure you plug it in first. After that, just connect the device via Bluetooth, and now we connected. After the Dimo device connected to your app, it can also read the error code from your car. It not only shows the code itself, it also shows exactly what's wrong and the issues with that code in your car, so you know exactly how and where to get your car fixed. You can also connect the Dimo app with your Tesla. I just need to log in into my Tesla account, and now it's connected. It's really simple and easy to do. Now I can have a basic control of the car and then do a lot more with the app, and I could even earn rewards just to drive my car using Dimo. don't forget to check out Dimo app and Dimo Device. I'll make sure to put the link and discount code in the description down below. Thank you so much, Dimo, for sponsoring this video. Now let's continue with the installation. So before we start the installation, there are a few things you need for this installation. So you need these plastic removal tools. I got these from Amazon.com. I will put the link in the description down below. Also, this masking tape or painter tapes. So these you will need in the installation. Now let's go install it. Okay, first step here, we have to remove this panel, and all the side right here to access the blue OBD plugs right over here. Now let's remove this panel first. So make sure to use the plastic plier tool. Do not use metal so it doesn't damage the plastic here. It seems easy for mine because I have been taking in and out for a few times now, but yours might be a little bit tougher or harder to remove. And this panel is just, you can just use your hand to remove it out. And then I would suggest to remove the seals on the door right here. So it's easier to remove this panel out. So I would just remove the seal first. There's no glue at all. They just put it on the slot to secure. Now we should be able to remove this panel right here. Okay, before we move forward, I suggest to remove, of course, the carpet in the front first, or the floor mat in the front first. And then we'll use this tool right here to remove this plastic tab. Here. Now we should be able to remove this whole panel down here. There are no screw at all. You just pull it to remove. Fill plastic clip, and then it will come out. Next, there's one more tab right here. Just use the same tool, and then remove the plastic tab. Now we would have the access to the blue plug. So that is the blue plug that will be plugging in over there on that side panel. This is the side passenger side panel. Right, now we have the access. Let's remove the dashboard. Before you removing the dashboard, okay, if you have newest Tesla Model Y, this is Model Y long range 2023 Austin factory. This was delivered in May, like towards the end of May. You would have to unscrew this one screw on each side right here. It should be T20 to unscrew it. Then after you unscrew, then you will be able to lift and remove the dashboard. Make sure you unscrew it first, otherwise if you try to remove without unscrewing it, you might break this wooden part. Before you remove the dashboard, make sure you remove this panel first. Same on the other side. So this is only the panel that is, well, two panels left and right that is connecting or locking the dashboard and this part together. If you don't have the screw, just pull it up and then on both sides and remove the dashboard. Now you should be able to remove the dashboard by just lifting it up, pulling this part out. There you go. And this whole dashboard will come out. Next, we have to access the OBD port in the back here, so we have to open that panel over there. I have this rear display is connected to that OBD plug, so I will try to piggyback that plug just to get the power from there to the front display. Again, same here, the panel in the back here is just no screw or plastic clip. Just use the plastic plier tools to ply it out. There you go. As you can see here, I have the plug for this display. Before you do this, make sure you turn off the car first. So just go to the front the main menu up, safety, and then power off. So we can safely unplug and then plug it back into piggyback the power from this one. If you didn't have this rear display connected, you just have to undo the plug right here and then plug in this male to the female. But since I have to piggyback, I just have to undo this plug right here and then plug this one in for the front display like so, and then need to complete and plug this in. Now we got two things connected to one OBD port. Hopefully it's enough power. It should be enough power. And then now we just have to cover it back up. There you go. After that, just run the power cable that we just plugged in along the side right here, center console, and then to the front. Let me show you. Okay, so I just ran along the side of the center console, and then this panel right here, you can just pop it open right there, and then just insert and put the cable in there, and then just run up and connect to the display right here. Now we have to remove this steering wheel column. So there are two plastic clips, one here and one right here. So we are going to use these tools again. Just remove this clip first. There. So this whole thing will come out. So make sure you save these two. We have to put these back in again. Now let's remove the steering wheel column. So the trick is try to get it from here first and then keep moving outward to here. So you just use the plastic removal tools. Make sure it's plastic so it doesn't damage the plastic here. So just try to go in here first on the inside. There, see the inside's open, and then there's one more right here. Right here. Just needs a little help to get this one open. There. So just get in and then twist. Then this one should pop out. Same thing on the other side. There you go. That's it. So this whole steering wheel column will come out. Now you have to swap this part of the OEM steering wheel columns. This one right here. Okay, so basically just unhook this part and on the side, and just pinch it here and here. After you got the trim piece off the stock steering wheel covers, just put it in this one, the new one from T-Large with the display. Same way, just pop it in, and then this side clips on both sides right here, and then that's it. Now we need to run the cable from, so we're gonna plug in the data and then run the cable from the side passenger door panel. Now we have access to that blue data port side passenger. So it's open port, so you can just plug it in. You don't have to unplug anything. So basically just plug into that blue port right there. So plugged it in, as you can see. You see it's plugged in to that blue port. Now we should be able to get the data. So now I'll just run the cable up this way. Just try to hide it, you know, it doesn't get in the way of anything when we put all the panels in. And then up again, and then run along the dashboard. So this is when the masking tape come in handy. So make sure you put the tape on. Just organize the cable when we put the dashboard back in. It doesn't block the locking clips on the dashboard here. Alright, now we have to put all these panels back, and then after this we're just gonna install the new display on the steering wheel column. Okay, before we install the display, let me show you software update port. This is yellow. So you can either plug in and then leave this underneath the dashboard or hanging, but just try to make it super clean and easy to do. I'm just gonna leave it out. I mean, I will just plug it in, open the dashboard anyway, and plug it in later if this display needs the software update. For now, I'm just going to connect the power, which is the red one, and black, which is the data. So black here for the data and red for power. There you go. Should get, there you go. As you can see a little bit there. Let's get the power and everything to the display. Now we just have to put everything back on. Just pop it back in, same way we uninstall the stock steering column. There you go. Okay, push that pin back. Something on this side. Alright, the installation is almost done. Now we just have to put the dashboard back in place. Alright, the installation is done. It's not as complicated as I thought it would be because we had to connect from one of the plug over here and one of the plug in the back, but it's not as hard as you think, as you can see in the video. Now let's see how this display look in my Tesla Model Y. Oh wow, the display looks really good. Before we go through all the setting and all the functions that display offers, let me show you the comparison, the quality of the display first. Wow, I was impressed by this display a lot. I did not expect this at all. Look at the quality. So this is the original OEM Tesla display, and this is the display from T-Lord. Look at the quality of this display. This is hands down, this is the highest definition and quality of the display on the display so far that I have been tested. So many displays, this is definitely the highest one. Doesn't look like a regular LCD at all. It looks almost like an OLED, just like the one we have on the Tesla here. It looks really nice. So this is the main screen, but this display can change a few other options on the graphic wise. So this is the main one that it's appear when I install the display. So as you can see, the car off, and it's the status of the car, the status of the battery, how many percent, and the mouse. So let's see, you see the mouse in the car here, 246, 78%, really accurate, exactly the same. So all the warning lights on this side and this side of the display. So if I shift the gear, this is what you see. This is when I press the red drive, and this is what I changed to. I'll show you again later how this display on each one looks while I'm driving the car. But now let's park and then go through the setting first. So to enter the setting, you see the right scroll or the right button, steering button, you just scroll fast and then the setting menu will show up. So you can change the time zone, miles or kilometers, speed, miles per hour. You can change to PSI. You can change car from Model Y to Model 3 and the color of the car, and change the interface to follow. This is auto, which is day mode right now. You can change to light, which is day mode basically, and then night, which is dark mode, as you can see. Or you can just select auto, or just follow whatever the main display is. And in the language, and this is when you plug in the USB dongle to update the software. Then you just select to update, and pretty much it. This is all the setting. So to exit the setting, same thing, scroll fast, and this is okay. Let's go back here first. So to change the interface graphic, you just scroll one click up or down, as you can see. So one click and change to this. Super clean. Wow. I'm glad the camera is showing really well how nice and beautiful this graphic is. As you can see, really clean and it's high quality graphic on the display. And this is the next one with the numbers. So it's more like traditional cars. Looks really nice and clean though. Look at that shadow on the pen. Really cool. And this is the next one. This is so mainly speedometer just right in the middle. Super clean. I love this, how you have everything lit up here. And then we'll see again when we drive the car how the display looks on each of them. So this is the next one with the speedometer on in the top, and then the time right in the middle. So you will shift. This is still what you see. So there are one. This is the main one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the 6th one is all this is always here. Let me shift. Yeah, so the tire pressure always in the middle. Correct. Somehow when I parked, it's always here. Okay, go back here. 6 and 7. So there are 7 different interface that you can change. This one's really nice too. This one looks just like similar to here when you drive a car. So when I shift, this is what you see. Alright, so this is the night mode, the main one. This is the next one. Still looks really cool and clean. Love both actually. This is probably the first display that I would say this, that I love the graphic on both night and day mode. They did it really well. It's well done. This next one, super clean, still really nice. Wow, I am impressed with the graphic, and I love how smooth it is when it changes the display. You can see the animation and transition is really awesome. Love it. Really nice. Alright, let me show you what the display looks like while I drive the car. So this is the main UI, which I like the most. As you can see, it shows all the information that you need. And look at the lane on the car. When I turn, the lane will turn too. Show you again. So if I turn, show the turning signal, and then the lane will turn with the car. So when the lane is turning, show you slowly. There, it's actually turn with the steering wheels, not with the camera on the car. So when you're turning steering wheels, the lane will turn with it, which is really cool. So you get that sense of, moving. So it doesn't look like the car's always, the lane or the car is always going straight. See the lane keeps turning, and it shows all the information that you need, like the speed limit, all the warning lights. There's power on the right and region on the left. I love how they integrated into the space that they have, and the UI and all the fonts are super clean. Like this is as OEM look, as Tesla look as you can get for the instrument cluster display wise. Let's go to the next one. So this is pretty much exact the same as the previous UI, but you just have the car parked there. Not a big fan. All you see is the car and then the speedometer. Turn real quick. And of course you can see everything else, the speed limit and this data's on the bottom. Let's go to the next one. It's pretty cool too, but this one you lose a few informations from the instrument cluster, the previous one. So you don't have the speed limit, you don't have a lot of indication lights. Let me try to turn. See this? Okay, so it's still showing the turn signals. Does it have, does it show autopilot? So it doesn't show the autopilot information on this one. Let's do the next one. I like this one a lot. So this one looks like a traditional speedometer. Really cool. So you still have digital speedometer right here, the traditional speedometer in the middle, and it's really smooth. The graphic super smooth. You can see really nice. So this one has a lot more information than the previous one. Of course, have all the autopilot and all the warning lights and speed limit. Go to the next one. So it's pretty much like the one with the lane, the first one, default one, but no car in the middle. So you focus on the speedometer, how fast your car goes, and then all of the rest of the information that you need. And this one is pretty much the same. Push the speedometer to the top and you have the time in the middle. And this one is the same, but you have the car with tire pressure in the middle. Let me show you how it looks when it's on autopilot. Let's go. Alright, let's start with the default one first. Put it on autopilot. As you can see, the lane is blue, and then you have that autopilot steering wheel side, also blue too. Out of autopilot and then change. Back autopilot. So this one just shows the steering wheels. Out again, change. This one doesn't show anything. Let's go to the next one. So this one just shows the steering wheel, blue steering wheels, and that's it. Alright, so this is how it looks like at night. Let's test it out. Okay, first thing I want to mention is that on the camera it looks a lot brighter than it is, because in real life it's a lot closer to this, to the main screen. This is probably the closest for the nighttime or night mode brightness so far for all the displays that I've tested. The next one looks really cool at night. Let's try this one. This one's really nice too, super clean. Love all of the UIs actually. I almost forget to mention about the airflow on the display. Let me show you the side profile real quick. You see it looks almost like the tip of the bullet, so the airflow will easily go around the display on both sides, left and right, so you'll still get the airflow through the steering wheels for sure. Only the part that you miss is the middle part right here, just small part, probably this small, because when the air hit the back of the display will spread, mostly not go up and down to you, but you still get most of the airflow from the display. Another thing I realized after all the testing and driving is that the car doesn't change. It's still Model 3, even though I changed it on the setting to be Model Y, as you can see. Change to Model 3. The car will still be the same. Change back to Model Y, and the car will still be the same too. But that's could be a bug, so they could possibly update it on the next software update in the future. Alright, as you can see in the video, this instrument cluster display is probably the best graphic and the best display quality that I have ever tested so far. Now I know the reason why is the price a little high, because this display quality. That's why, as you can see, I forgot to mention, it has that built-in anti-glare display on this display, so the sunlight hits directly, you don't get a lot of reflections on it, which is really awesome. I love the display. Yeah, love the graphics, super smooth. Each of them has its own really cool design to it, each UI. But yeah, so far I love this display and the UI. I love how, you know, the lane will turn with the car, so it's get the sense of moving while you drive and, you know, while you look at it, and it doesn't look really static with just, you know, straight lane, which is really awesome. Alright, thank you for watching today's video, guys, and I'll make sure to put the link of this awesome display from T-Lot in the description down below, and special discount code for you too. And let me know in the comment down below what you think about this new display from T-Lot, and don't forget to click like if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome contents like this. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.